Hello everybody, welcome back to Endercraft. This is episode 3. Last episode we built this beautiful starter base, and off camera I did some work to it. As you can see, I kind of extended the pathway and made the wheat farm a bit bigger, and yeah. And in between episodes I've been using this farm a lot, and we are pretty stocked up on steak, I'd say. I've also lit up the area a little bit to prevent mobs from spawning. And I actually did some strip mining off camera. So, yesterday when I released episode 2, I did some strip mining after the episode and found a good amount of redstone, some coal, some lapis, you know, the usual stuff. And I managed to find 11 more diamonds. Now, before this episode this morning, before I recorded it, I did some more strip mining. And I managed to find a lot more redstone and about the same amount of everything else, and then 10 more diamonds. So if we take these diamonds, and then we take these diamonds, and then we go up here, this is where I keep my diamonds, right here. We have a total of 37 diamonds. This is enough, this is definitely enough to get us a full set of diamond tools and gear, as well as an enchanting table. Now, I've also done a little bit of preparation for today's episode off camera. I was planning for this episode to be mainly focusing on storage and farms. So that's what we're doing in this episode. We're going to build a storage house right here, and then we're going to build a farm right here. It's going to be a wheat and sugarcane farm, 2 in 1. So as you probably remember from last episode, this used to be a little like pond or lake right here. I would have preserved it, but this is a pretty good spot to consider. And also off camera, I added a little bit more decoration inside the house and up here, mainly just like flower pots and things around here. Oh, I added an anvil as well. So let's take the ores in here, and then we'll take the ores in here as well. We'll make a bunch of coal blocks, as well as redstone blocks and lapis blocks. Then we can store it all in here. This is where I've been keeping all of my ores and such. And one last thing, I decided to put our first pickaxe right here. This is our original wooden pickaxe we made on episode 1. The durability on it is 39 out of 59. And then all of our original tools are right here. These are original stone tools, and these are original iron tools. And then I'm wearing the original iron armor. Now let's begin today's episode. So, as I said in the beginning of the episode, I would like to make a little storage house right here, and a farm right here. Now, in between episodes, I also gathered up some resources for the storage house. It's going to be kind of simple. It's going to be our little starter storage house in a way. I also added some grass along here. And yeah, that's what we're doing in today's episode. So again, this cow farm has been running really great. All you have to do is just gather the wheat. Then you run up here and just breed them. Hold right click and just go in a semicircle motion. That's how you use it. It's very simple. And then after you use it, you'll notice that you get more food and leather. I like to keep my wheat right here. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and build the storage house, get the main structure in, and I'll catch up with you guys later. And a little bit of time later, this is what we have. Our storage building is looking pretty good. So you can kind of see what I'm going for. I mean, the exterior is actually pretty much done. This thing looks really good, especially with the shaders on. So if we pop inside, you'll actually notice that the interior is empty. And I was wanting to save that for on screen. So I've got some chests here, and I guess we could just start working on the interior. So I want blocks that I normally use to be handy and like right in front of me, you know, in the storage building. So I'd like to have them pretty low. So I'm thinking like down here, you know, maybe like wood and stone, things along those lines. So I'm thinking back here, items that I normally use can go right here. And then I'm thinking over here on this wall is valuables. So valuable items like ores, enchantment books, you know, things like that, they can go over here. And then maybe grinding materials can go right here. But we're gonna need some more chests. Luckily, I've got the solution. More chests. Boom. That was the perfect amount. And then in the middle right here can be like our little crafting area. So we can have like maybe a crafting table here, and then a furnace here, then maybe an anvil here, and then a chest here. Something like that. And this thing from a distance looks really good. I like the little top part right there, the little window. That's my favorite detail. Alright, so crafting table here, furnace here, anvil here, and chest here. This is going to be our little workstation area. And then I'd also like a couple of stone cutters in here somewhere. So I have some stone smelting back up at the base, because you need stone to make stone cutters. And maybe we could come in with a bed as well. A bed would be handy to have in here. And some lighting in here would be nice as well, so I added a few lanterns. Now, we could put a stone cutter here, and maybe another stone cutter there. That might end up looking good. And finally, the item frames. Item frames will help us mark which items go where. And I think for now, the storage room is actually complete. Aside from moving some items in here, I think we're pretty good for the episode. So the next task I would like to do is work on a new farm. So I have this idea where it's basically my old farm design as you've seen in the old Endercraft, but it's like a 2-in-1. So we have like a big box of just wheat right here, and then we have a ring of sugarcane going around it. I think that could end up being pretty cool, and it would save some space because it'd be 2 farms in 1. So I'm gonna get the actual farm structure in, not the entire farm, but the main structure, as I've said with the storage building, and I will be back. But first I'm gonna have to get a bunch of dirt and cover up this water. I might even cover up that water over there as well. Alright everybody, we're back, and I've done a little bit of tree chopping off camera. I've got a couple stacks of oak logs and a couple stacks of spruce logs to get us ready for our farm build. And again, the storage building, that's looking super good. I'm really proud of how this turned out. Oh, and as you can see, I've covered up the water over here and a little bit of water over here. Now, I completely realized that I forgot to show you my strip mine area while I was working off camera. So this is my strip mine area. It's like right by the base. If we walk down here, you'll notice that we have a little bit of a hallway right here and then 2 strip mines going in each direction. So this was the first strip mine I've done, and this was the one I did this morning. Pretty cool. Now we have to head all the way back up this entire staircase. So I've decided to actually build the farm on camera. I feel like I've done a lot of off-camera work in this episode, so it'd be nice to do something on camera. It'd be nice to be productive on camera. So first let's take a stack of oak logs, and we'll replace all of these with oak logs that are facing upwards. Okay, perfect, that's good. Now what we want to do is wrap some oak logs around this thing, just like so. And boom, now we have a little bit of a square. Now we just want to make a little T shape in the middle. Alright, we have our little T shape. Now we're gonna need some dirt for the actual farm area. So I'm gonna need a bit of dirt. So I've been collecting my dirt over here in this field over here, as you can kind of see. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of dirt and I'll be back. Alright, I've got the dirt we need. We needed 25 per quadrant, but technically it's actually 24 because we're gonna have water in the center of each section right here. Alright, so the dirt has been placed in. Now we just need to get the water in, and then we need to till the land and plant the seeds, actually. Ooh, our hoe isn't looking too good. That's definitely not going to be enough. I think it's time to make a iron hoe, the first iron hoe of the world. Alright, so I've also got the seeds that I need. We needed a stack and a half. Now we just need to go grab the water. I already have a water bucket, so I guess that'll work. We can grab the water from right here. What the? Wait, did you see that? That's strange. That's never happened to me before. That was weird. Oh, I see what happened. This weird glitch happened, and yeah, that's not really fun. So I guess that happens whenever that glitch or bug happens. Wow, that's a very common bug. Wow, Mojang, they need to fix that. There we go. We fixed it. That looked kind of strange. Alright, that was kind of weird, but let's go ahead and till the land a bit, and yeah. As I discussed in the last episode, we need to put slabs over the water. Again, this prevents any of the crops going into the water, or it prevents us going into the water. It's mainly for convenience. Alright, so we've got the functionality in, we've got the, we got the wheat growing now. Everything is working as it should be. But now we need to add some finishing touches, some details to this thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll catch up with you guys later. And I just realized something. We can't actually do the final details until we get the sugarcane part in. So my idea is a sand ring going around the actual farm, and the sugarcane will be planted here. Then we have a water ring going around the sand. I think that could end up being pretty cool and a pretty handy farm. I definitely do have the sugarcane for this farm, 2 stacks and 7. So the only question remaining is, how are we going to keep the water in here? Well, simple. We just make a lot of spruce trapdoors and we can just put it where the water is. Very simple answer. So a stack and 28 should be enough. We just want to place it along here, and then once I finish this step, I'll get the water in. And I do realize that this is gonna scrape the edge of this hill here. I think I'm fine with that. We still have a little bit of walking room. I can always push this hill back. It won't be that big of a problem. I do like this hill though. It's pretty cool. It's pretty unique, and it really does like border off this area and make this area look really private. I need to sleep. And it does get pretty close to the storage building. I don't really like that. We may have to move it in the future. I don't really like this position, or we may have to shrink it. Once we have enough wheat, we can always like shrink the farm. Maybe. I think that would be a better solution, because I do like the location of this farm. I think this is a pretty cool location. Yeah, this little area down here. Yeah. Alright, so now we need to get to the water into this entire ring. I'm just gonna cut this out of the video, because that would be pretty boring to watch. So let's do this. Oh, and I would like to mention, I am gonna do the details once I finish this. Just get the water in, and yeah. I'll do the finishing details, and we'll meet up later. I am back, and after a little bit of building, I've come up with this. This is the wheat/sugarcane farm, but it's not done just quite yet. We still need to get a ceiling, or whatever you would call it, in here, and what I'm thinking is just oak fences all the way, like just an oak fence ceiling. And we need to add some lanterns on each of these upward facing oak logs. Lanterns will provide some light in this build. And we also need a little bit of staircase right here. So I'm gonna do those. Well, I'm gonna do the staircase and I'm gonna do the lanterns real quick. And I think off camera, maybe in between episodes, I'll get the ceiling in. That's gonna require a lot of oak wood, which means I'm gonna have to do a ton of deforesting over in the distance. So again, I'll be back just here shortly, and yeah, I'll have the staircase and a few lanterns in here. Let's go. Done. This thing is done. I really like it. I like how it's turned out, and I think it's in the perfect location. And it especially really looks good with shaders on at night, and so does the storage building. I'm really in love with this storage building. It just looks so good. So this is where I decided to put the staircase. I was originally going to put it on this side. Oh man, we really need to light this area up right here. It's so dark. So yeah, I was originally going to put the staircase on this side, but then I thought it'd be a bit more convenient if I put it over here. And yeah, now we just have to let all this grow, and we should be good. I'm actually going to keep the original wheat farm because, you know, just for memories. I like to preserve things in my Minecraft worlds. It's a pretty nice thing to do, in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's episode of Endercraft. Endercraft episode 4, maybe tomorrow. I'm really enjoying these Endercraft episodes, and also the FPS is very low. What's the FPS? 11? 9? Yeah, that's not so good. When I'm not recording, it's like 20, and it's really beautiful. I wish I could show you guys, but anyway, that's gonna do it for today's episode of Endercraft. I'm thinking next episode we set up our mine shaft right there, you know, get a proper mine in, and then maybe do, what else would we do? I don't know. Tell me down below what we could do. If you enjoyed the video, you guys know what to do. Please give a like, and if you are brand new here and you want to see more videos, then consider subscribing. I try to upload very consistently. I'm going to be starting a new thing called Comment of the Day, where you guys can leave your comments down below in an Endercraft episode and possibly get your comment featured. So, leave your comment down below, and in the next episode, I will write it down right here, and you'll get a shout out. And the comment of the day sign will just go right outside of my house for now. I'm thinking maybe a wall in the near future. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how this thing goes. I've been Ender. Go have a good day, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.